Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a place where you're guaranteed to get a veteran's opinion about the world we live in today. I am Jim, and joining me again.
What up? This is Jace here in the house. How y'all doing today? I
What's
mean,
up?
we could we could talk about let's pull the pin already, but isn't that the end?
Yeah, that would be the end. That would be the end.
Oh,
I
my
kind of
bad.
do miss the, pulling the pin segment thing where we come up with something. I do miss that. It's a little creative and something. But again, whatever. We can evolve and
Right
figure
on,
it out again another
right
day.
on.
But we do have to give our normal shout outs, Johnny, Chris. I haven't seen Chris recently. I saw Johnny posting a lot. And just to show you, like I said, I don't know why he don't get on the show, but that's his preference. But I mean, he's even trying to promote conversation out there, Johnny, and I appreciate it. Jace
So do I.
appreciates, yeah. I think we can
Fucking
speak
love
for
you,
both
bro.
of us. I just don't think there's anybody really tuning into us. And I don't know, you know, maybe it's not exciting. I wish there were feedback. At least somebody can say, "Hey, you guys suck. You're boring." Show more cleavage. Just something. That would be kind of cool. But again, we're not here really to impress people. That's not really what we established this for. This is for us. So as long as we enjoy doing it, I mean, we'll talk into the camera as long as we go. I mean, the worst case is just going to be words used against us later on in life. But because I tell the truth, I really don't care. What I
And
say.
yo,
You
same
know,
here. And at my age, I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, I'm
You don't
not I'm
like
not
it?
worried about it.
As we've said in many episodes, and probably should have said it at the opening, we're gonna give you our opinion whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and I mean
And
I don't need a
if
job
you
that
don't like it, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
I mean we're going to talk about some of the stuff later, but I don't need a job that I'm going to go and say something stupid and get fired from. But in the end, this is for us, man. It's for the veterans out there who want to get on here and do it. It's all for us. So if you are a veteran and
Yeah.
you happen to come across this, if anybody out there pushes us through the algorithm, whatever. And like I said, we don't put a lot of effort into it because I mean, what's the purpose? There's no, I'm not going to
We're
put a
just
whole bunch of
enjoying
effort
it.
into stuff that nobody's watching. So, you
I'm
know,
enjoying just hanging out and bullshit with my
yeah, I like it too.
You know
And I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
we get
I'd
to,
like to make some more friends, but it'll happen when it happens.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
eventually somebody will find us that, whatever. But again, like
right?
I said, as long as it's serving you, serving me, then that's it. That's what it's about. Just serving. And Johnny, obviously, in tune. We're only doing once a week. It's not that hard. And I thought about putting more effort and time into it, but it's just, I don't see the payoff yet. So, um,
Maybe
you
on these
know,
long winter days, put a little more effort into it. But
Yeah, well, even to speak of that, like, there's obviously everybody knows the elephant in the room. What's happened recently. Jason jumped on and he asked me if he wanted to do an episode, and my personal feeling was like, well, nobody's really watching us. I'm not going to go out of my way. Then I said, well, we might as well wait a couple days anyway to see what really comes out. And then hindsight, there was a lot of emotions in the last couple days. I'm not really sure. I guess I can speak for you too, because I think we discussed this. I'm not really sure we would have had a good show anyway. You know what I mean?
no,
Because
I'm still very, very, very heartbroken, and yeah, it's tough.
yeah, I mean, well, obviously, what we're talking about is Charlie Kirk, the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and we could discuss all the details, but all your favorite YouTubers and Rumblers are all out there. You probably got all that from you, so we'll probably focus more on our opinions of what we hear, what we see, rather than being informative, because at this point, you probably know everything. So we can just speculate on the stuff that we don't know yet, or just give our opinions and vent like we normally do.
I'm not. Yeah, my mind is just fucking completely blown, but it's also my heart is like it's weird because they've caught the kid that fucking did it, the fucking scum that did it. I'm more at ease and more at peace, but I don't know, dude. I
Well, and
just
this is what I mean, I got a lot to say, obviously, but let me start with this.
you
Anybody who
know
knows violence, anyone who's seen violence, anyone who's seen these things, like what I watched happen to Charlie Kirk, made my stomach sick. And I've been there. I've seen. I mean, anybody who's seen this stuff before, that is kind of stuff you do not want to see at home. You don't want to see it in your like you
right,
understand at war. You understand this stuff you see at
right,
war. You can desensitize when you see it on TV, but when you see that at home in person to somebody who didn't deserve it, like an innocent bystander, even going back to the young girl that was stabbed on the. That stuff makes me sick, dude. It makes me
It's
almost vomit.
disgusting, man.
That's my
And
first
there was just
reaction.
right, and then but the fucked up part about it is there it wasn't just Charlie. There was something else. There was a couple other things that have fucking happened in the past couple of days as well. U.S. Naval Academy, a cadet got shot. I think in the shoulder or something. The fucked up part about it is like I have a close knit group of friends. We have a little group chat. Well, I'm the only military guy in there, but he's like, "Oh, I got a fucking badass video of Charlie getting shot." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not. I don't want to discuss this shit." Number one. Number two, you can show me any fucking video you want. I've been in combat. I've had my one of my brother's fucking brains and blood splattered all fucking over me, with along with the fucking. I don't. I want. I'm not. No,
Well,
I'm not doing that.
like I said
So
again, like let me look at the
Jesus Christ, man.
psychoanalyze this stuff. We go to war. We do violent things because we have to defend ourselves. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
I
We
don't
don't.
want.
Yes, we don't
Yeah, I
want
don't
to do
want.
that stuff.
I don't want innocent fucking college kids seeing this fucking shit. It's fucking gross. It's disgusting. And I'm even though I don't want to minimize it because a father of two and a husband at 31 years old passed away for no fucking goddamn fucking reason other than some lefty liberal fucking freak.
Well, these kids don't know any better. I mean, the kid lived in his basement probably with his mom. I know he lived with his parents, and apparently they were
No, he
Republicans.
had a
But
roommate. He was on campus somewhere. He was
yeah,
going
I
to
heard
school to
two
become
things
a
because the press release they said he was not a student there, so maybe he's a student
no,
somewhere
no,
else.
he was not. No, no. It was 230
Because he
miles
lived three
away.
hours away or something. Yeah.
Yes, 230 miles away. No, he was going to a school to become an electrician.
Oh, okay. Because I know they did say he still lived with his parents, but I guess he was living. Because I did hear a
No,
roommate thing they talked about. So I guess he
I,
was living on campus while his
yeah,
residence was
yeah,
still with his
I
parents.
believe that's what I've interpreted, but it's
Well,
just I don't know.
so here's
I,
the problem, and I'm going to tie it to what we just talked about. Like, here's the problem: we're grown ass adults. We've seen life. We, military. We've been to. These kids
yes,
play video games. They watch today's
right.
movies. They don't know the reality of what really happens when these things happen. And I even to this
Well,
day, I think they think it's funny, but to actually experience it, I think it'd be a different story. And I think you see that because some people even start Democrats are coming out and saying this is unacceptable. And you know who I think it affects the worst is these moron asshat Democrats that have been running their damn mouths and know they've been stoking the flames and know that they're sitting here in their closets praying that nobody on the other side has the same ambition to get
has
revenge.
the same mentality. Yeah, no
They're
shit.
praying that. Like, and I think they take for granted that most of the right, even though they try to pretend, oh, it's the right doing it,
And
they're so
the
full of
issue
crap. They take
the
for
issue
granted that
at
we don't
yeah
do that.
the issue at hand. As I am that fucking I am that. Oh, I just don't. I need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean,
But
because
like,
I
but
don't want to say either because, like I said, we've talked about this stuff before. I don't keep lists. I know names. I could see people. Like if ever
right,
given the opportunity, and I felt threatened, there's people that I would. But like, here's the point I'm getting at. Here,
absolutely.
let me make this point, and it's not about violence. It's not about hurting people. It's not about threatening people. I am not going to live in fear. I'm not. I'm not
Right,
going to do it from
right,
my neighbor. I'm not going to do it from a Democrat. I'm not going to do it from Antifa. I'm not going to live in fear. If I have a
right,
reason to be fearful
right.
because somebody wants to take me, I will be proactive. I promise you that. I will eliminate the threat
Absolutely.
that is making my life fearful. And that's why I don't commit crimes because I don't want to run from the cops. I don't want to
Right,
hide. I don't want to live in fear. And I'm not going to do it from these scumbags. I'm not going to do it. So in the end of the day, I'd rather spend my life in prison knowing that even there, though, I'm going to, believe me,
right,
I'm not going to live in fear there either. I'll probably die
right.
trying because these guys are, seasoned prisoners. But in the end, I'm not living my life in fear. So if
No,
these people
fuck
are
no.
trying to
Fuck no.
stoke fear and invoke fear, then I'm not going to sit around scared. I'm not doing it. I have the
Yeah,
means. I have the
that's why.
ways. Don't do it. Don't bring it to my
Uh,
life.
you know, as of right now, I want to see what they can find in their investigations as to his all his social media shit. But as for like living in fear or any of that shit, I I am so I don't know how to say it, but these fucking cock sucking fucking faggot pieces of fucking shit, liberal fucking cunts that are fucking saying it's okay for him to have died. Fuck
Yeah,
you, you
going even
fucking
further
piece of
than that,
shit.
dude. Not
I
even
would
like
love.
you got your hacks on the mainstream media trying to, oh, well, he asked for it. Oh, the rhetoric. At the end of the day, I don't give
It's
a
not
damn
okay.
what you say to me. I don't care what you say. Your words cannot hurt me. You do not take violence to someone, and this is the problem with the inner city problem with the whole pride, respect crap. This is why we have violence in the inner city, because people take violent action over words. If you
Right.
are so freaking soft, so sorry, so uneducated, pathetic that you have to go to violence first, you're sad. You probably
But
don't
if
need to
you
be in society. Go find a tribe that sits in an island and all they do is rape and pillage each other's tribes, because that's where you belong. You don't have the capacity to think on a level. You don't respond to words with violence. I don't care if it made you feel bad. He said something about your mom. I mean, things get me mad all the time. If I have no control
yeah,
of
no
my
shit.
emotions,
I don't
it'll be the purge every day.
I don't want to kill anybody, but I don't want to see anybody killed either.
No,
I don't
I
care if you.
agree.
I know it's fucking bullshit. It's
Even to be
fucking
fair,
bullshit.
Chase, even to be fair, watching people rejoice when, Saddam Hussein or these people were killed, I understand why they're doing it, because these people did heinous stuffs and the threat
Well,
is no longer there.
I
Like,
I'll
that's a reason to
yeah.
rejoice, but you don't rejoice over the man's death. And that's one of the things I want to circle back, because I want to be
Well,
100% fair. Blowing up boats in the ocean of drug runners, I don't even really like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it. I don't think it's right. I
no.
understand why people want to think it's patriotic, but no, we have enough resources to catch these sons of bitches
Right.
and put them in prison. Like, I don't agree with it. So I'm not going to just hold this to these scumbags on the left. We all
Right.
need to do
Right.
better. We all need to do better.
Well,
But
with
own what you're
with
doing.
with that being said, you mentioned Saddam. You mentioned Bin Laden. Well, I think you said Bin Laden. Whatever the
Whatever.
fucking
You
case
get
may
it.
be. An eye for a fucking eye, bro. How many fucking lives did they take? Fuck them.
Well,
I don't feel bad for them.
but
Charlie
again,
didn't fucking take nobody's fucking life.
no,
Charlie didn't.
Charlie was the pinnacle of what we need to be doing, having conversation. And when you can't converse, when you have no thought, and when you have no argument or you lose every argument, that's when you get violent.
Right.
People
And
get
what's
violent
fucked
when they
up?
can't make an argument.
Did you see like? Well, actually, I think I sent it to you, but I don't. This doesn't matter. But I don't think you read half the shit I send you, anyways. But the I at first I did think it was that kid that had the nasty debate with Charlie,
Uh,
and now we find out it wasn't. So I'm like, oh damn, because I really did think it was that kid, but
well,
I know I've changed.
again, like this is what I watched the sheriff. Is it the sheriff of Utah there, or the governor, whatever?
Yeah, the governor,
Yeah,
governor,
gave a really great speech and inspiring, and I
he's
appreciate it.
awesome.
Again, like I said, Christian values, I totally get it. At some point though, you just can't sit around. You cannot let these people,
Right.
like, I don't give a damn.
Come on, asshole.
If you're celebrating the death of this man, I know people are getting
Fuck you if
fired
you
all
are.
over. Great. And I don't mind. Like, I don't want this kid to die anyway. I want him to die to die a long, painful, suffering death
Well,
on his own natural causes.
that's
And
you
that's
know,
it. That's what I want. I don't care if
I
we
had a
hang
just
him in the square naked and let everybody walk by and
right.
spit on him. I don't care. Like,
Right.
that's the
No, no,
eye for the
I
eye
know.
for me. I don't believe we need to take another life
Exactly.
because that
I
doesn't make me any better than him.
I unfortunately for me, I'm pretty fucking gruesome at times because I let my emotions get ahead of me. So like at first when my mom and I were talking about it, she's on the same level playing field you are. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I want to fucking kill. I want to kill this whole fucking family
Well,
in
like,
front of
see,
him. In
so
front of him.
to me, in the
But
fit
that
of rage, that's why we have laws for that. In the fit of
right,
rage,
right,
you're allowed to do, well, not allowed, but it's a lesser offense if it's,
right.
in the fit of
But
rage. What is it called? Gosh, I can't think of the name of it.
but
Crime of
now that
passion
I
or something they call it.
right. Oh, heat of the moment type shit.
Yeah.
Well, either way, either fucking way. After I'm every moment and hour that goes by, I can calm down a little bit and no, that's fucking wrong.
Well,
I
but
I
think about
would
what this kid did. This kid did not. It wasn't a crime of passion. It wasn't like Kirk pissed him off and he went and hit him. Like they showed
well
that
he
one again with the black guy that was a trans whatever that came back and threw something at him. Like that was close. But if you
right.
planned this, that's conspiracy. That's not a crime of passion. You are literally a psychopathic scumbag. And I think that's what we're proving here. I don't care. I'm not even going to call it Democrats, liberals. There is a
Yeah.
large group of people out there who are psychopaths.
Oh,
They
I
need
know.
mental
And
help.
well, it's just Trump derangement syndrome as they
It's
call
only
it.
part of it,
Um,
though, dude. It's only part of it. Because if Trump didn't even exist, even
but they're
like they
calling it
said,
Charlie.
they're
They're calling
calling
it
people
Charlie.
Nazis. Like,
Right.
what do you think? I mean, I can't. How did Hitler convince all those people to do those heinous things to Jewish people? Some of them were not bad people, and they became part of Hitler's movement because Hitler turned the Jewish people into the enemy. And
You
these
know that
morons on the media are acting like calling him Hitler, making everybody Nazis is just harmless rhetoric. Oh, but he's calling trans this. But nothing is happening to the trans people.
anything that Charlie has spoken, I think for the most part is anything he said for the most part is truth, dude. It's not like he fucking he lied he's lied and but people just I don't know it just blows my mind. I honestly figured this was gonna happen one day or another
Well, yeah, I
because
mean, of course.
I
People are crazy.
to be totally honest, my mind is fucking blown
Dude,
that kid made that shot from fucking.
if
I think they're saying 175 now, but
yeah, but that's not that far, dude. That's
no,
barely
it's not. But
200
still,
yards, barely two football fields. I mean, that's not that far. And that's why we know I don't think it was a
no, it wasn't
Mossad
no,
or it wasn't a big job. Now, there
no,
might have been
no,
a group
no.
of people in on it because they're all scumbags and hang out together. So I think there might have been a group of people. And even I think they uncovered
I,
his Discord messages where he was trying to get somebody to go get the gun and leave the gun. Like, so
There
there
was
are people
he was
involved.
telling his roommate
Yeah,
to
but there are
grab the gun.
right, but there are people I think that were probably involved in it. But I don't think it's a
Yeah,
big, conspiracy that the government was doing it because it wasn't a
no,
hard
no,
shot. And
no, no,
if it was professional,
no,
dude, I'd have been
no. Like
way
a
further away
30
than that.
a 30 you can make a pretty good shot with a 30 but he made a pretty good fucking shot.
Yeah, but he
Either
probably wasn't
way,
even aiming for that. He's probably aiming for the head, and it just dipped because he sucks
yeah,
at
I'm
shooting.
sure. I'm 100% sure. But either way, I it just I honestly thought Charlie was someone going to try and pull this bullshit, but I figured it would be
Yeah,
someone
but
with
the
a
wrong guy,
pistol.
dude. The
I
wrong
figured it'd be a
guy.
pistol. I figured it'd be a pistol in the crowd though.
Yeah, I mean, but the wrong guy, dude. Like, why Charlie? I mean, like again, Charlie would be the martyr. Charlie was the peacemaker, and that's how you know where I'm
I
so
know.
conflicted right now because they literally just killed the only man who wants to have a conversation. And once conversation is done, look around the world. Look at all the wars
Right.
we
Well,
fought.
that's
Once diplomacy is done, once we
right.
can't have conversations,
Well, that's
violence is the next option.
and that's one of his fucking. That was one of his famous sayings. That's why he's doing what he was doing. But like I fully believe that someone will step up into his place. They're obviously not going to be as good, but
Well, I hope a bunch
there's
of people
people.
show up. I
Well,
hope people start putting out there.
Tatum said that he might. He was supposed to go to this thing on Saturday.
Well,
So, yeah,
again. So here. Look, Tatum doesn't watch our show, right? So
no,
this is what the point is. We are on the side of good. I don't care what these
right,
scumbags and Democrats,
right,
liberals, whatever group you want to put them in. I don't care what they want to believe. Like they care
right,
about criminals, illegals, trans people. I don't care what they want to believe on. We are on the side of good. We just need to start
right,
promoting the voices of good. Not the
right.
way the Democrats are doing, pulling people in, telling them what to say, but we need to start promoting these people that are saying good,
Maybe that's what our headline should be: Voices of Good, veterans with voices of good.
Well, I
But
mean, the point I'm getting
no,
at is,
I agree. I agree, man.
yeah, like
But
I don't
no,
think you don't combat evil with violence, more evil. You combat evil with good. You know what I
right,
mean? That's what you don't combat lies with more
right,
lies. You combat it with truth. The dark and the light. There's a reason these things are opposite. And again, but
right,
we're at the point where you can show someone the truth, lead the horse to the water, and they still don't
right.
believe it. Like
I
you have
know.
to take a
Look at this.
giant leap, just like January 6th was an insurrection. Now, to the common idiot, to the common moron who has no idea what an insurrection is, yeah, sure, easy to convince, I guess. But to anyone who knows or seen or could turn on a TV or Google insurrection, they know that wasn't an insurrection. Forget
Right.
about what
Well,
conspiracy or what it
it,
was planned or not. Forget that. Forget the
well, it's
video of both, all that stuff. Forget all the evidence of that stuff.
well, yeah.
Just simple.
Well, you know that this kid had like shit written on his bullets, right?
Well, yeah, again, take that
But
with a grain of salt, though.
fascist,
I get it.
fascist.
Right,
All
I
these
get it.
motherfuckers use this word fascist,
And they don't
and I
even know it.
guarantee you, number one, he probably didn't even know how to spell it, and
Right.
number two, he don't know the fucking definition of fascist.
Right. So think
And
about that. Think about that. So what's more fascistic? Having a conversation with people you disagree with, or silencing the person who's having the conversation?
right,
Which one's more of a fascist like behavior? So I mean, like I said, these people can't be that stupid. They can't even possibly believing what they say. This has to be some
I don't
moronic.
know
It can't be true.
definition of fascist. I just don't understand what these people don't know the definition of being a
But they have
fascist.
to be dumb. Like, dude, I'm having a real hard time telling which ones are really dumb and which ones are really evil. Like, that's the only distinction because there's no way in common sense anywhere that the people could come up with these views. Now, if you want to make an argument, again, we'll go like pro choice, okay, woman's body. You want to make an argument, there's
Right.
enough gray there that we can have a conversation and I
Yeah.
can understand your side, or I can at least relate to why you think that way. But some of these
Right.
conversations are not even relevant. They're not even they're not even outside the scope of common sense.
Right.
So
No,
who
I
are these
know. And
people?
but the craziest part about it is Charlie could answer any of these fucking questions that
Yeah,
are
but that's why
asked,
they
and
had to take because they have no answer for this man.
that's my point.
But even
I
again, that's how
mean,
I know we're on the right side because our arguments, our cases, what we stand for stands through truth and time. These phony ass
I,
people, even at the end of the day, you're seeing right now. So the story used to be don't demonize the trans because they're going to kill themselves. Now what are they doing? They're killing other
right.
people.
I
So they didn't kill themselves. So now they went from suicide to homicide. These people are sick.
I know,
They're
man.
sick. They need help.
It's disgusting.
If you
And
look
the
down there,
only
you see a penis and you think you're a woman, you clearly need help. Not
well,
affirmations, not a pedestal. You need
well,
help.
as Charlie said, man, you're either a man or a fucking woman. Uh, Shut the fuck up.
And I don't want to
There's no
demonize
in
these people. I'm
between.
not saying kill
There's
trans.
no
It,
There's no in
Palestine will
between.
kill trans people. Palestine, the very people
Well, I don't.
free Palestine. The people are sick. They can't even figure out
Yeah, and they don't
common
want to.
sense.
They don't want to fucking hear it, and it is what it is. The only thing I can say as to Charlie is every day I get better because I know that he's a martyr. I know that he's now with our Lord and Savior, and
But it's senseless, dude. It's
it's
senseless.
horrible. It's senseless, but obviously God needs him up there for some reason. I honestly I don't
Well,
know
maybe
why.
you know, maybe this was his movement. Maybe, like you said, this was his moment. This is what his
Yeah,
life was built up to cause this movement to get over the hill so people can stop. I don't really care
yeah.
at the end of the day. I'm not for violence, but I don't care if this brings the left closer and we all start getting along, or if it brings the right over and we start tit for tat so they learn that we're not tolerating this. I don't care either way. I would prefer a peaceful solution, but
Right.
something has to happen.
I just
Something. This
hope.
is a tipping point.
Yeah, I hope that this is a movement that's gonna. Yes, be the
I'm
tipping point.
reassured to see these people are getting fired that openly endorsed and celebrated this murder, this
If it's
assassination.
true,
I'm seeing people getting fired on the media. I don't know if
well,
it's
if
real
it's
or how
true,
much.
then yes, I hope it's real.
Yes, I
And
hope it's
yes,
real because
well,
that
that's
means
what I
we've
was
got
saying
good
earlier.
people in the world. That means we still
Well,
have good people.
that's what I was saying earlier, man. I mean, that's the only thing that's bothering me now
How could you
is
hire somebody who endorses this stuff, dude?
how can
Sorry.
you celebrate a man of his commitment and level, and how could you celebrate him getting killed? How do you celebrate a father of two, of a husband, a man of Christ, whatever else, blah blah blah. How can you celebrate someone that's just trying to do good in the world, trying to fuck,
Well, they
trying?
don't see it as good. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. They see him as a Nazi. They see him as a fascist. And that's all from the mainstream media. That's all from them and these
It's
big
fucking
influencers.
disgusting,
So
man.
that's what I'm saying. If somebody needs to be accountable, it's the people who started this. I know words, whatever. But if words are hateful, like they've been telling us, lecturing us, that saying retard and all these fag and all these things are hateful, there's hate speech, all these words are hateful, but then they turn around and call people Nazis. Like the hypocrisy, like if you're going to hold somebody accountable because their words are hate speech, then you need to be held accountable. You need to
Right?
be.
No, I know. It's just, I don't know, man.
There's a scumbag I saw. This I'll keep it. Veterans fighting fascism. You can look it up, whatever. I don't want to give traction, whatever, but I saw it on one of the videos. Some scumbag, he looks like a homosexual, whatever. I don't really care how many, penis you got in the mouth and the butt. I don't really care. That's your own personal business. But stop putting yourself out there like you're representing veterans. We even say it here. We are veterans. We're giving opinions. We don't speak for all veterans. And he's a clear example why we say we don't represent all veterans. But don't be putting your veterans fighting fascism. Stop forming stupid groups like that, because that's what our military does. We fight fascism, not your definition of fascism, but the definition
right.
the world understands. That's what we
All
fight.
right.
And even some of that I don't agree with, because I think we're just as corrupt as every other country, maybe more. So yes, stop with this stuff. And if I
Okay.
see one of those scumbags pretending to be a veteran, like he actually stands for America, and he was glorifying this whole thing, blaming Charlie Kirk for putting himself in this position.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Give me an
I
opportunity,
don't.
scumbag. Give me an
Yeah.
opportunity. I don't care if we got to settle
No.
in the Pugil pit or on the battlefield, dude. Give me the opportunity. Threaten me. Make me feel unsafe, you scumbag. And I hate it when they use veterans and put veterans' name. Even the
Oh my
scumbags
god.
on the corner, these old ass, dirtbag, fart ass
Whoa.
veterans who don't do nothing
Whoa.
but sit on the corner and do crap and talk about no kings, you stupid ass. You're a
Speaking of
dumbass.
that shit, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm
How
sorry.
do
This is
you?
why I couldn't do a show, dude. I'm sorry. I'm
I
even cutting you
know.
off. I
I
don't even
know.
know if I can handle
Do
this
you
anymore.
do you uh do you get a lot of veteran bullshit plugs on fucking Facebook?
I don't know. I don't know. No, I probably get more.
Dude, I'm getting so. I mean, I'm trying to change the subject a little bit, but
Yeah, I
Fucking,
mean,
I
breathe.
keep getting this fucking, oh, you've earned it. Veterans have earned these fucking, all these benefits, blah, blah,
I'm just
blah.
tired of it.
Insurance, and then you click on it, it's just clickbait. I'm tired of every fucking thing with veterans, dude.
Well, it's
Fuck,
always been a
man.
targeted audience, dude. It's always been.
It is, but god damn,
It's always
dude.
been. But I just don't.
Stop.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I don't. I don't. It's like those two veterans got arrested. For whatever they got pulled out of where I don't know where it was. I don't remember. But again, stop acting like the veterans today. Like I have mad respect for whatever World War II veterans are still alive. The Vietnam vets.
Hell yeah.
I got mad respect for these people, even though some of them are Vietnam vets that, but I got mad respect for them. So I respect these people's
So
opinions, but I just don't like that they pretend to stand for the veteran. I'm a veteran with an opinion. That's all I am.
so
That's it.
right. I so you know how I do these plugs with my girl down south and her illegal.
Hmm.
I long story short, she chewed my ass out for saying illegal. Whatever, fuck you. I'm not gonna ruin my friendship over that. Even though she's a fucking 100% wrong. He is a fucking illegal. But she said that fucking Trump passed a bill that and any veteran knows this fucking shit. A lot of black guys get I forgot what it's called, but they get bumps from fucking shaving.
Shingles. Oh, you talking about the? I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but yes, I've seen it a
I
lot in the
forgot the
military.
name, man, because they used to get a chit. It was called a chit. No, a no shave chit.
Yeah,
I don't know what they call it for you
a
guys.
profile, shaving
That's a
profile.
so they weren't allowed. They didn't have to shave for a week or something.
Yeah, yeah,
What was it
I've seen
called
it.
for you?
Well, they're shaving profiles. It's just a profile, but it's a
Oh,
shaving
see,
profile.
we called it a chit in the Navy. But either way, she said that fucking Trump passed a fucking bill that if you get that, if you suffer from that, you're not allowed to come into the military.
Okay, so let's talk about
I
that.
don't know
What
if that's true or not,
I don't
but
care if I don't care if it's not. So let's talk about this. What is the purpose of shaving, as far as the military is concerned?
I'm not honestly. I don't know.
Well,
I
the
think
story I've been
discipline.
told is
Back in the
is so
day, I
your
think it
mask
was.
can seal. Your protective mask
Oh
has to
yeah,
fully
true.
seal so
But
you don't die of gas when you go into combat. That's what I've been
okay,
told for years.
yes,
That's
you're
it.
right.
It's
I
not
have
about
been told
image
that.
because when you go to Delta Force, all that they let you shave to blend in, or they don't let you to blend in, and they don't care
Right,
because you're not going to be
right,
putting a mask
right,
on anyway,
right.
right? So that's what I've been told for years. So think about
Yes,
this. If you
yes.
cannot put a mask on and get a seal, you are no good to the military.
That's true. If
No
that is
good.
the case, yes, you're right.
Now, there could be a place for you back in the rear. You can
Right,
still
right,
serve, but you can't deploy.
right, right. But how many that you're right, but we can't. Three-quarters of the black guys that were on my ship had that no shave shit every so often.
Yeah, well, if your job doesn't require one, like for example, if you're not wearing
Well,
pro
no,
masks or protective masks, then why would you? Why would that matter? Like now, if
well,
it's just for
okay,
discipline and whatever, sure,
right.
okay.
Now that you brought that up, you're right. So let me ask you this: would it be fitting for a fucking somebody to be on a ship or a fucking sub that can't wear a mask?
Well, I think it's stupid anyway because I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the rule is stupid. Because
Right,
even when I worked for that subcontract, the Social Security bill, even when I worked there, you had to
right.
shave. And I'm asking him, I'm like,
Oh,
but if you got a shaving profile, so I'm like, okay, well, how does the public know if I got a profile? I'm not wearing a mask
right,
there. Why am I shaving?
right.
If it's for image,
Interesting.
how does the public know if I got a profile or not? So
Right,
what you're
right,
saying is it's a safety thing. Unless I got a profile, then it doesn't matter. So I'm against it altogether. I think you should be able to grow
right,
your
right.
beard. Obviously, you shouldn't
No,
have big hairy
I
beards,
just felt
but I think
I
beards
just
should be
felt
allowed.
yeah. I just felt it was interesting because
If it's a hygiene problem,
she was talking about that the fact that it's bump. I forgot what the fuck. I can't believe I can't remember the name of the shit, but it's it's the bumps on your face. It's the ingrown hairs or whatever, and whatever. But the
Right.
fact of the matter is that if it's because of the mask and shit, you shouldn't even be allowed on the ship then, because
They call it
we go
razor
to
bumps or pseudofoliocolis barbae.
I forgot what we called it on the ship though,
Yeah, he calls it razor
but
bump here and pseudofolio whatever.
so like when you go to GQ, you got to have your masks and shit ready to go.
Well,
You gotta don all that bullshit, man.
so
So
again, this is where it comes into making your point clear. Because again, like if you just look at sports teams, I know I've been a Devils fan
right,
for a long time, and I know
right,
ownership there. You dress in suit, tie, clean shaven, like that's the rule.
right.
If you want to
Well,
play for this team and
no,
make millions of
no.
dollars,
Well, yeah.
that's the rule.
Well, that's
You,
funny you say that because I guess is it the Jersey team? He's no, you don't. You're allowed to grow a beard now. And on
well,
what?
of course, and I
No,
don't have a problem.
Islanders. I think it was. I think it was the Islanders. One of the teams you weren't allowed to. You had to be clean shaven.
But again, when you're working for a private company, right? That or a
Yes.
public, I don't care if it's a government, I don't care if it's taxpayer dollars.
Right.
If the rules are
Right.
clear that you can't, like if they had told me I had to shave for that job, I could have turned down the
Right.
job. Say no, I'm not shaving. I'm just not doing it for you.
Well, yeah. That goes for any fucking job, though.
Right? There's rules that
Right.
you
Well,
agree to in order to get a payment.
as I as I've stated in the past, I worked for a children's home slash um a juvenile jail. But we had a what the fuck are you yelling at? We had a fuck. We had a school connected, an academy, and we had tried to start a union years ago, and then this past couple years they had tried to start a union again. The CEO said, if you try to start a union again, we are going to close the fucking facility down. Period. And so they knew exactly what you're saying. They knew what they signed up for. They knew what the fuck was going on, but they wanted to still fight to get weekends off or summers off. They only had like 2 weeks off and 4 weeks. They had a month off. 2 weeks in the beginning of summer, 2 weeks in the end. And
Wow, that's not enough.
oh no, fuck no. So they wanted to get a union so they could get the fucking full 2.5 months off instead. You know, extra 2 fucking weeks. And CEO said, "Fuck you, you're done. Bye." Closed the whole facility down. You knew what you were getting into when you fucking signed up.
Right. And
Shut the fuck up and
even
work.
if these people are greedy and selfish, it's a contract. It could be written, it could be
Right.
verbal,
Oh
it could be a
yeah.
handshake. You are agreeing to do this for that compensation. You're agreeing.
Right.
You don't get to
Right.
just go into the job and say, "Well, I'm not doing this." Well, yes, you are because you agreed to it.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
simple, and that's what we have a problem with in this world. We have so many people right now.
Well,
The food stamp, they're so entitled. They think that they can walk in and tell people who busted their ass to start a company, who did things to raise money, to take chances. They think they can walk in and say, "Well, because my mom let me do it, you need to let me do it.
well, I mean, I don't.
Because
I
I can't
do.
argue and shut you up, I can shoot you." Like this is the mentality of people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I
like the
mean, it's
food
just.
stamp people. Like, I gotta pay my rent. I gotta feed my like. Okay, go get a job like the rest of us.
I
It's the same arguments for all of it.
I was some as y'all know, I do a lot of watching YouTube, and I watched this one video, and I was dying because it was a. I'm not even gonna say it was a fat woman. I'm not gonna even say what
Right.
color. It doesn't matter.
The only place where
And
people are
and
starving and they're all obese.
yeah, well, it was a fat woman at the store trying to buy some shit with food stamps, and they're like, "Well, you can't buy you can't buy this shit anymore with food stamps."
Right.
What? She acted like she was getting fucking murdered.
Right.
And
Right.
I was dying, dude.
Yeah,
It was the
people living off
funniest
the
fucking.
system are getting mad because they can't live off the system anymore.
I can't buy potato
How is
chips.
that
Not
not
that
common
old.
sense?
I mean, what the fuck, man?
That's what I'm saying.
I
Just like the immigration argument. That's why I can't understand people. I have empathy. The empathy is fix your country. That's the empathy. Fix your
I don't.
country. Don't overload
Well,
ours. It's not hard.
I don't. I don't. I understand what you're saying, and I don't have. I'm not going to debate it, but the fact of the matter is, my opinion is coming to the country right. I don't give a fuck. You
Well,
want to come
yeah,
into my country? Come
sure.
into it right.
If you have a
Fuck your
legitimate
country.
claim of asylum,
Right.
then you go through the front door and say, hey, can we come here for protection? And then we have
Well,
programs that do
I
it.
either. Well, yes, either
Or if you want a
you come
job,
here.
you go to the gate and they sign up, say, hey, we want to hire people, come through the gate,
Right.
we'll let you
Right.
work for us.
Right. Exactly. And you know what? If you have something that if you're valuable to us, okay, come on in, brother.
You
Come on
know,
in. We're good.
the
If you're just a
argument,
fucking, if you're a fucking scum that's gonna take from Medicare, Medicaid, and welfare and shit, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
right, the
Go
argument
back to your
people
country.
have is, oh, they need a better life. Well, then make one. You know, we can all
Yeah,
switch. We can take
welfare is not a.
everybody in
Yeah.
America and swap them with everybody in Mexico and see how long before America sucks and
Do you
Mexico's the greatest country.
do
It's
you
not
know what?
about
Yeah,
location.
but you know what the better life is? Is fucking welfare and a free fucking luxury hotel.
Yeah.
Who I wouldn't mind that for a while.
Yeah. People
Give me
busted
that
their
for a
ass
couple.
even for this country. Veterans can't get these benefits.
Well, give me a fucking month of hotel stipends, so I can at least travel and get some first class hotel. I got to stay in a fucking Motel 8 for God's sakes.
Yeah, it's just the problem. Look, let's be
Well,
real. Let's be authentic. People are selfish, just in nature. You know what I mean?
right?
It's
No,
common.
I know,
Like even
I
I'm
know.
probably saying hypocritical things because I'm selfish from my perspective, my view. But there's a point in time where one selfish view still benefits the masses over another selfish view, which only benefits
Right,
a small group of people.
right,
Like
right.
so in the end, like just like the Democrats, all these people, these libtards, whatever, they're all fighting for small people, which do need someone to fight for them. Like we shouldn't be stepping on the little
Absolutely,
people,
absolutely.
but you cannot step on the entire population by protecting criminals. A small population, you don't protect them
Right,
at the expense of the mass innocent people. You
right,
don't do that. You want
right.
to say,
No, I
okay,
know, I
prison
know.
life sucks. We need to interject. These are for profit organizations. People are going to prison over stupid stuff. By all means, I will support that. Make that the fight. Bring it to the attention. I will support that. No cash bail or
Right.
no bail, whatever. That stuff
I
I cannot support. And you are favoring criminals over the general population, and you see it. Just because it ain't happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening.
right. Well, what's fucked up is I've 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 hit rock bottom a few times, not because of anybody's choice but my own. And I've contemplated, should I just try to go to prison? Should I just so I can get? And I know it's fucked up to
Life's tough,
think,
dude. And not everybody
but
gets a winning hand. But everybody's got to deal
I
with some
know, I
things.
know,
Even
and you
filthy
know,
rich people have to deal with crap.
I know, but it's like, should I just go get the
So
prison sentence and get the three hots and a cot?
so here's the
But
problem. Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you were
what?
deployed or wherever,
Yeah,
where did you sleep?
I slept in fucking shipping containers, fucking dirt on the
Right. You
ground
you brought
in
a
a
tent.
tent.
You did you know you that's why it teaches to survive.
Right,
You're not
right.
entitled anything
No, no,
other
I'm
than your
not. I'm
basic
not.
God-given
And
rights, and even those can only be enforced through
and
force.
and I
Somebody has
con
to force them
right.
for them to even be allowed.
But when I got out, I contemplated, should I just go to prison and get the
And you have that
free
option, dude.
free and you know what? I found the Lord and Savior, and He saved me and guided me to the direction I needed to go. And So here I am,
Sure. And I
not in
recommend
prison.
that. I support 100% support it. But for those who can't get
But
there,
was it hard?
for
It was
those who
hard as
can't
fuck.
for those who can't get there,
Yeah.
understand that those that are willing to help you are not going to help you when you're looting stores, doing
No,
drugs, all the other stuff. So
no,
if you want
no.
the help you need, you got to act like a person who deserves the help you're going to get.
And right. And now I use the VA for healthcare, in which I don't have to, but I do. And the VA in Charleston, they do a lot, and they give a lot of handouts out, like food and stuff. And because I'm not on my knees anymore, I don't. I even though they're like, here, you got to take this food. It's here. It's like a basket of
I've
potatoes
had to take help. I've had to
and,
do it. I
and
had to go to
so
food
I
banks.
have had to,
Yeah.
yes, but I
Single
won't
dad,
do it
two
now.
kids, fix.
But I won't now because I don't need it, and I don't want to take from somebody that might need it. You know what I'm saying?
Funny
And they're
thing.
like, "Oh, it's okay, take it anyways." No,
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 and you don't need to, or take it and give it to
no.
somebody who needs it, whatever. But that's the
I
funny thing because I
yes,
saw
I have done that. I
a
have
lady
done
was,
that with.
well,
Sorry, go ahead.
no,
No, I've done it with my VA group before.
I've been cutting you off a lot today, but I'm
My
just wound
VA.
up.
Well, my VA group. We had donation boxes where there's potatoes. There's the essentials,
Right.
like a gallon of milk, potatoes, eggs, whatever. I would I would either bring them to I would any extra boxes that nobody came and got because they felt the same way as me. I would bring them
Well,
to the mission.
again, though, that comes back to the individual, right? And you don't need
Right.
to be rich. You don't need to be successful.
I
You don't need to be in a
don't want to
position
be.
of power. You don't need to have any circumstances to be a good person. You don't need it. You
Exactly.
have everything inside you need to be a good person. And it's so interesting because I
Exactly.
saw a lady talk about India. She was talking about India because I don't know if you've seen India culture where they just walk and throw stuff on the ground. She said India will never become a prominent, dominant nation
Yes.
because people there have no empathy. If you are late, if you are throwing trash on the littering, if you are breaking laws, cutting people off, you have no empathy for anyone else. You will never be a productive society. Never. If that's the predominant people. So when you look at these people collecting and taking free money,
Yeah.
demanding people be empathetic to them, they have no empathy. How do you expect
Okay.
empathy when you're not giving it? You know what I mean? If
Really?
you're homeless and you're sitting on the side of the
Yeah.
road begging for money, hey, I get it. Tough times, you're asking for help, you don't know where to go, you can't find a
I
church or friends. I get it. But at
right,
the end of the
right.
day, you've got something to offer. Offer
Well,
something. Work.
yeah. I mean,
Offer
like,
something.
well, what's you say that, and it's funny because I so like I I don't know. I have empathy for people, but when they're on, see they don't do that bullshit here in my area in New York, where I'm at in New York. But they do it in Charleston, a fucking shitload, a
Yeah.
lot on the side of the road. And but yet the motherfucker, they have a fucking dog with them, or they
Yeah.
have a girlfriend with them, and
Yeah.
then they're and
Or
then you can
kids,
tell it's their
babies. They got
car,
babies there.
and then you can tell it's their fucking brand new car in the background. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one thing to have no integrity and be a lying,
Right.
cunning thief.
So
That's one thing versus the people who really are hopeless and they got nowhere to go. But again, even these trans
you,
people, all these,
yeah.
I have empathy. I want these people to get help. And I
So
just think the
exactly,
problem we
exactly.
have is you got a bunch of morons who think helping trans people is telling them
Where
it's okay to be trans. That's not helping them because they
I
still have the mental
right,
problem and now they're getting
right,
older and
right,
when the
right,
world's not
right.
fair, now they can't understand why the world's not fair and why
I
they're where they are.
where the fuck did I just? I was watching a YouTube video. I think it's Florida. If a social SS worker, whatever they are, comes to you're home, you're pretending you're homeless, and you don't take their services, you get in trouble or arrested or some shit.
Well, I
It's
don't know.
one of these states now is doing that shit, but
Well,
No, but I mean, like,
they need to obviously look. There's real people that need help, but there used to be a day and time when people needed help. They went to churches. That's even where I
right.
got my
Oh,
food
right,
from.
right, right,
I went
right.
to a church, not a
Well,
government agency, a
right.
church.
And that Charlie was preaching that.
Yeah. You need
And
help, go to the church, go to the people. But you know what you need to do? You need to sit your ass in that church and start helping out. Because if you're
right,
homeless, guess what you got?
right,
Time.
right,
Volunteer your
exactly.
time to get your
Right.
money and your food.
Well, I don't know about
But you
like
don't
where you're
sit your
at.
ass and do nothing and expect people to pay you.
Do you so like Charlie was saying, in honor of Charlie again, um, just like here, there's a lot of food pantries. And guess where they're at? Where most of them are at? All of them, just about. They're all at fucking churches
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you could probably go and help out. Yeah,
And those
exactly.
people have empathy. Obviously, people
But,
have empathy. They want to help people.
right, all the so like my buddy's wife, she works for the Salvation Army here in town, in my New York town, and she's in charge of the food. And we have a store called. I mean, I'm sure there's other stores as well, but we have a store called Wegmans that's fucking awesome.
Wegmans, yep. There was in Jersey. That's an awesome place.
So yeah, well, it originated in Rochester, New York, but they donate all their stuff that's about to expire to the Salvation Army. All, and they have a bunch of pre-made meals and
Salvation Army's
everything.
for profit. Goodwill's for profit. Those are scam companies anyway. But I would rather go to
Right,
a church,
right,
and
right,
that's what I'm
right.
saying. So if these people are serious about help and needing help, go to the community you live in. Those
Well,
people should
yeah,
help
yeah.
you. And when you
There's
have a
churches.
when you live in a community and you go find a church, now I'm not going to tell you you're going to get the best reception because even as a Christian, I don't think churches are, or I think churches are failing people today, but your chances of succeeding when you're part of the community and
I,
serving in the community are way higher than moving to a community where you don't know anybody and you're begging on the streets. That's
where
why to fix
so
the homeless people, I'd send them right the hell back where their community is because
right. Well,
those are the
we
people
have
that should care about them.
I have close connections with our mission too because it's a very Christian based thing. But where the fuck are you coming up with salvation's a profit based?
Go look it
It's a
up.
for profit.
Go look at it. It's
Really?
a Salvation Army
Where
is
the
a for
where the
profit.
hell do they get their money from then? Because
Well,
must be
the same
donations.
place everywhere
Because
else gets money.
oh,
They
the
they start a
government.
nonprofit to
Right,
help the people, and then they make
right,
six
right,
figure
right,
salaries. You know, what I mean
right,
that's what happens. It's not,
right.
and then they come up with a cool
Because
name like Salvation Army, like we're helping, and
right,
or
yeah.
Goodwill, we're giving back. When actually they're making more
Well,
money than they're giving
do you
back.
fucking do you? I mean, I don't. I'm not trying to change topics or I'm not trying to change shit around, but I volunteer on base in Charleston, which I probably shouldn't say because one of our millions of followers might want to come Charlie Kirk me.
Right. Let them
But
come let them come on the base and do it. Right.
you got to try it
Well,
though.
it could be these
Try it
veterans
there and see
today,
what.
man. These veterans today.
Try it there and see what. Fuck around and find out. But
Right.
anyways, dude, that running a fucking thrift store is the most lucrative fucking goddamn business I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah, well,
Our
all of these nonprofit
well,
places are scams. Not
so
all of them are
yeah,
scams, but
well, so our
they're
yeah, but
scammable.
our base store is it's a base thrift store, and we get so many fucking donations, it's
So
unfucking believable.
so again,
And
like
we
go help
and
your
then we
neighbors.
but we what we do, all the money we make pays the salaries of the two full-time employees, and then the rest are volunteers. But
Right. And that's the even part that pisses me off even more, right? The
I
volunteers get
yeah,
nothing. They're doing it out of the goodness of their heart,
I
and yet
well,
somebody's getting paid.
I know Christmas they give us about $100 in gift cards and shit. But
Nice,
yeah,
fucking
you're
stupid.
right. It does fry my ass, but it does take someone's not going to volunteer to do the books that they have to do because no, I get it. I get the paying positions. I
Well,
do.
we're gonna have to wrap this up. We're hitting that end there.
Yeah.
Um, I did want to make a comment. Johnny posted
Yeah.
something about those divers in Chicago River. You seen that? 90 cars they pulled out of Chicago River. Oh, you
I
didn't see
did
it yet. Yeah.
not.
Divers went there because they go around the country, these
Jesus
divers to
Christ.
solve cold cases, find missing
Yes,
people.
yes, I know about that.
They pulled 90 cars from the Chicago River.
I'm not surprised.
90. They even solved some cases because they found some bones and stuff in some of them.
Yeah, because yeah, that's an interesting. I once again I saw a YouTube video on it, and it's very, very, very interesting
But they got
because
the
there's
technology now, the sonar, whatever, where they can
yeah,
find the car
yeah,
and then go get it.
they can see the object, and
Yeah.
sometimes they'll even magnet fish and be like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
no." There's
Johnny
other
posted
things
that.
we
That was cool.
there's
So,
other things we could have talked about,
well,
and
there's a lot of
Johnny
things, but obviously Charlie Kirk has been heavy on our hearts. It's been, in my emotions,
very
and I
heavy.
thought I had control of them, but obviously today, obviously, if the two of you are offended for, my outbreaks, I don't
Well,
care. But that's me. I'm not going to
as
resort to violence unless I'm threatened, and that's where we'll keep that. But just remember, all these scumbags that are getting fired or not getting fired, just remember, if you know them, they're not your friend. They are not your friend. They will turn on you the moment it suits them. So just know that these people are not your friend. They're your friend as long as you agree with them, but the moment you disagree, they're not your friend. And I'm not recommending taking a list or doing anything harmful. Just know who your enemies are. Know who your enemies are.
any okay, and for me, for my last statement, anyone that and this is just for Charlie, in honor of Charlie, anybody that I mean, I haven't really been out. I've kind of chilled the past couple of days, but if anybody of my friendship base is pretty fucking right wing, so we're good. But anybody that fucking or anybody here, you want to fucking talk shit about Charlie being happy that this shit happened to him, come fucking bring it on. I don't condone violence. I don't want violence,
Yeah,
but
I'm not gonna
I
get mad
I
at people's words, but you
I'm
are
gonna punch you in
scum.
the I
Just
will
know
punch your fucking faggot dirtbag fucking scumbag face in the throat.
I won't do that because I don't, that would be just like them. But I would tell you this, I will know that you're the enemy and the enemy is a threat. And if if threat is against me, then
Well,
I have to resort to
if
self-defense.
there's
So
if I feel it's a big enough threat,
yeah,
I have
go ahead and
to I
threaten
have
me.
to.
Go ahead and
I've
make
been
me.
trained to I've been trained to eliminate them. So
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
just
speaking of
eliminate them by
eliminating, we're going to
not
eliminate this
talking to
show.
them.
We'll eliminate this show. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing up there, Jace. Thanks for like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Do some good in the world and make a difference. Don't make Charlie's death be in vain. And until next time, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Let's honor Charlie. Good night.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.